This is your energizing flow. Perhaps make yourself comfortable by sitting onto the edge of a block or a cushion. Roll your shoulders back, reach up for the crown of the head. Bring hands to baby, close your eyes, and draw your awareness to your breath. Take a slow, smooth inhale, and a long, slow exhale. Allow that breath to soften, to deepen. Allowing any tension that might be residing in your body to release, bringing calm to the mind so you can focus on today's practice. Bring the palms together, open them like a book, and exhale, dive forwards. Inhale, roll the hands back in, palms connect again. So it's as if you're opening up a book, dive forwards. Bring the hands back, fingertips turning towards the chest before bringing the palms back together again. Turn into the chest as you open that book and then dive out. Inhale, comes back in. Warming into the wrists and the shoulders. This next time, as you exhale, dive out. Allow the arms to come back behind you. Inhale, lift up for the chest nice and tall. And then remove your block. If it's comfortable to, straddle a bolster or 2 pillows. If you're really uncomfortable, sat on your ankles, then please feel free to stay cross-legged. Bring the arms out in front of you. Inhale, exhale, pull your elbows back. Inhale out in front, exhale, elbows back. You maintain this pace, or perhaps if you wish, you can speed it up. It's a really energizing movement to complete. Feeling warmth start to spread throughout your shoulders. Gently opening into those pecs with more of an active action rather than a stretch. The right hand comes down beside you and your left arm reaches up and over. Inhale, and then exhale, take it back behind you as it comes back down to the floor. Inhale, your right arm reaches up and over. And exhale, the arm goes back behind you as you open into your twist. Bring it back to the center. Now drawing your awareness to your pelvic floor, but this time we are doing that exercise where you're softening on your exhale. So inhale, actively squeezing your pelvic floor, back passage, front passage, sides, pull up and lift. Exhale, slow, controlled release. And you can continue with this. You inhale, this time lift the arms, engage your pelvic floor, and exhale, allow the pelvic floor to soften as you lower the hands back down to your knees. Inhale, lift and engage. Exhale, allow it to soften. Inhale, lift, reach up, pelvic floor engages. Exhale, soften, controlled, release. Let's just do a couple. Perhaps try it without the props if you want more of a challenge. Slow, controlled release down. Remembering it's just as important to learn how to exhale, release the pelvic floor than it is to actually engage it and strengthen it. We want to be able to soften the pelvic floor on the exhale so that we are softening and releasing that pelvic floor when baby is coming down the birth canal. Thumbs and fingers, wrists and circles one way, circles the other way, and then bring yourself into all fours. Remember, you can always take those hands into fist position if it feels too much. Knees slightly wider than your hips. Then just start to look over each shoulder. So you're drawing your right shoulder towards your right hip, left shoulder towards your left hip. You start to figure of 8, as if you're drawing a figure of 8 with your shoulders, and your body just naturally flows with it. And then reverse that figure of 8, take it the other way. Once you've done a few, rock forwards and back a couple of times. The next time you rock back, step that right foot forward so it ends up on the outside of your right hand. Inhale, lean forwards. Exhale, rock back, calf and hamstring. From here, bring your right elbow onto your right thigh. Circle your left arm back a couple of times as you open up into a kneeling side angle. Opening into your pec, making those circles as big as you can. Perhaps if you feel comfortable to allow it to open completely to a twist, your right arm lifts up and reaches to the front, your left arm is reaching back. Bring your palms together, and that action we did at the beginning with the hands, repeat it in your lunge. So exhale, diving forwards, going deeper into lunge, and inhale, bringing it back to the center. Exhale, diving deeper. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, circle the arms round, bring the hands down towards the ground. And then press into that left palm and just open your chest towards the right hand side of the room a little bit, pushing that right knee away from you. You rock forwards and back again once you've sent that right leg back. And step the left foot to the outside of the left hand. And again, inhale forwards into your lunge, making sure it's not too deep for you, and exhale back to your calf and hamstring stretch. Bring your left elbow onto your left thigh, circle that right arm back, open into your pec as much as possible. Choose a pace that feels right for you. And perhaps that right hand continues to reach back, drawing your left arm up, that reaches forwards. And you hold this open twist. Bring your hands to the heart center, open that book, dive forwards, exhale, bring it back. Inhale. Exhale, dive. Inhale back. One more. Lift the arms up on the inhale. Allow your arms to come slowly back down towards the floor. Right hand presses down. Left hand just rests on the inside of the thigh. Perhaps you move your knee out to the side a touch as you open to the left. Rock forward slightly and use the momentum to send that left leg back. Take it into your cat curve around the spine. Elbows bend, inhale, snake forward. Cat curve around the spine. Inhale, elbows bend, snake forwards. Cat-cow flow. And if it feels comfortable for you this next time, once you've done that cat curve, exhale, lift up into a downward dog. Triceps pulling back towards your thighs, and just allow your hips to wriggle if you want to. The neck should be nice and loose. Inhale, lift onto the balls of the feet. Exhale, start to pad the hands all the way back towards the feet as the heels ground down. Use the thighs to help you as you bring yourself into a seated position. Hug baby in nice and close. Inhale, send the arms out so that the arms are level with the ears. Weight should be in the back of the heels so that your toes can lift up and it shouldn't affect your balance. Breathe into that chair position, that squat. And then exhale, power down through the feet to bring yourself up tall. Step your right leg forwards. Toes are facing the front. Left toes are still facing the side of your mat. Take it into a wider stance if you need to. And exhale, take it into your warrior two. By wider stance, I mean your right foot going further to the right side of the mat so that you're more supported than taking it too deep. Left hand goes back behind you, right arm reaches up. Bend the right knee again, warrior two. Inhale, straighten, cross the arms. Exhale, bend, warrior two. Inhale, straighten, reverse. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, straighten, cross the arms. Exhale, warrior two. Bring yourself back into that side ankle only if it feels good for you. Right elbow down onto thigh, or perhaps you would prefer your right hand pressing down. Left arm lifts up. If it's too much on your arm, you can bring that left hand onto your hip. With your neck, you can look down to the floor or look up. Choose whatever feels good for you to place your arm and your head. But feel a squeeze of the feet in towards each other. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, straighten that front leg, hinge from the back hip. And then just hug baby in close as the right hand rests down your thigh and you take it into a triangle pose. You can take this stance into a narrower stance if it feels too much. And inhale, pull yourself back up to warrior two. Bring your hands to your hips. Turn onto the back foot, so you're on the back ball of the foot. Bend your back knee, exhale. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend the back knee. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend that back knee and step the foot in carefully to meet your front. It might take a couple of steps. Take it into your chair pose. Exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift. Swing in the arms as you go. Trying to keep the spine nice and long. Weight in the heels. And power down through the legs, bring yourself up, palms through the center. Inhale, lengthen the spine, either using hands on blocks or shins. And then exhale, press into your palms, step back to all fours. Round your spine, cat curve, glide the hips back, inhale, snake forwards. Exhale, tuck the toes under downward dog or have a rest if you would prefer to have a rest. Hold your down dog stable or shimmy the hips side to side again. Choose whatever feels good for you. Start to pad your hands back towards your feet when you're ready to. Use the thighs to support you as you bring yourself back into that chair position. Hug the ribs in slightly, hug baby in nice and close. Try not to dip too much into your lower back. Reach actively for your fingertips. And power down through the feet as you stand up tall on your inhale. Exhale, step your left leg forwards. Right heel drops in, left toes are facing the top of your mat. Right toes are facing more to the side. And you exhale, bend that left knee as you take it to your warrior two. If it's too much for your shoulders to repeat this again, you can bring your hands to your hips. Otherwise, inhale, straighten, reverse. Exhale, bend. Inhale, cross the arms, straighten. Exhale, bend, warrior two. Inhale, reverse. With a straight leg, ignore me. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, cross the arms. Exhale, warrior two. Hold nice and strong in your warrior two, and then when you're ready, left hand or left elbow down towards your left thigh. Reach that right arm up and over, open into your chest. Remember all those options. The hand can be on your hip, on baby, or you can be looking up, looking down. Keep magnetizing the feet in towards each other as if you're trying to pull the mat in. And then open into your warrior two, reverse, straight leg. And then keep the legs straight this time as you exhale, hinge from that back hip. Allow your left hand to rest down towards your left thigh and reach your right hand up towards the ceiling. Hold it in your triangle pose. Keep hugging baby in nice and close. Your quad muscles should both be engaged. That back thigh should still feel strong too. And then open back to your warrior two. From here, bring your hands onto your hips. Lift that back heel up as you straighten the front leg. Bend your back knee, exhale. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, little bend, and just step that foot in to meet your top leg. Take it back into your chair pose. Exhale. Swing the arms back. Inhale, chair still, lift the hands up. Exhale, swing. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, swing. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, swing. Inhale, arms up. One more. Power down through the feet, stand up tall. Exhale, bring the hands through the center, press and peel the palms apart. Inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, hands come onto shins or onto your block, lengthen the spine. Exhale, press into the palms, step back to all fours. Round your spine, glide the hips back. Inhale, bend the elbows, snake forwards. Exhale, round the spine, glide the hips back nice and slow. Inhale, snake forwards. This time, as you glide back, bring space to baby, let the knees go wide. You can either reach your hands out in front, or you can always make one fist on top of the other and rest your forehead down. Tucking your toes when you're ready and bring yourself into downward dog. You start to pad the hands back towards your feet. Lift up through the chest. On that in-breath, adjust your pants and bring yourself to the center of your mat. From here, transfer the weight to your right foot. Bring your left foot on top of the right. Stay here if there's any issues with the hips. Otherwise, you can turn your knee out to the side. Foot can go below your knee joint. It can go above your knee joint, but it must not rest on the joint itself. You can also stay nice and low down to the ground. If you've practiced yoga before, feel free to bring it to your inner thigh and inhale, reach up for your fingertips. Keep lifting up really tall. Then when you're ready to take a deep breath in and exhale, start to lean over to the right with the upper body and send your left leg out to the left. And slowly bring it back to center. Try and hug your knee in. Lift up tall. And then carefully release the foot down. Pad through the feet. And when you're ready to swap sides, right foot goes on top of left. Perhaps it stays there or it turns out. Perhaps it stays low or it lifts a little bit higher. Never rest on the knee joint itself. Keep hugging baby in nice and close. Try and keep both hips nice and level. Lifting up tall through the crown of the head, lifting up tall for your fingers. As you exhale, your upper body starts to lean over to your left and your right leg starts to glide out to the right. And you hold it here, still keeping all that engagement that you had in tree pose. Baby still hugging in nice and close. And then bring your right knee back in, hug it in with your right hand, and then carefully release it down. Pad through the feet or circle into your hips. If you're choosing circles, make sure you circle both ways equally. Knees are softly bent the whole time. Shoulders roll forward, shoulders roll back. And then from here, using the wall to help you, take hold of your left ankle or perhaps your sock on that foot or your legging, whatever you can catch hold of, and hug the heel towards your bum. Soft bend in the right knee, and then tuck your pelvis under to get a better stretch in that left quad muscle. Breathe into it. Step that left foot forwards, lift the toes up, still bending your right knee. The hands rest onto the right leg, not the straight leg. And pull back through the hips to get a really good calf stretch. Toes up high to the ceiling. Then from here, release the toes behind you so that you're resting on top of the nails. Then just push the hips forward slightly, just to bring a little bit of extension into the hips. Release the foot, shake it off, turn around, swap sides. Catch hold of the right foot. And again, hold wherever is good for you, tuck your pelvis under, feel that greater stretch in your quad muscle. Release that right foot down in front of you, lift your toes up, shift the weight back so the hands rest onto the left thigh, which has a nice bent knee. And keep pulling back through your right sit bones whilst grounding down for your right heel. And inhale, you stand up, bring those right toes behind so you're resting on the nail bed and just gently push the hips forward slightly. And release that right foot. Give your legs a quick shimmy, a quick shake. Bring yourself onto your bolster or your pillows again. Kneel down on top of it, get yourself comfortable. If it's too much, sit cross-legged. Send the arms out on an inhale and then wrap the arms round each other. Your right arm is underneath. You can always have hands connecting rather than wrapping round. Exhale, round the spine, hug the elbows in. Inhale, lift the elbows up and out. Exhale, hug down towards baby, spreading the shoulder blades apart. Inhale, lift up, open into your chest. And exhale, swap sides. Left arm underneath right, so again, hands can connect. Exhale, hug in towards baby. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, hug in towards baby. Inhale, lift up. And open the arms on your inhale, open into your chest. Roll your shoulders back and drop your left ear towards your left shoulder. Interlace your fingers behind your back. Perhaps stay there, or if you can, move them across as far as you can to the left. Hug your left elbow back and just feel that gentle stretch on the right side of the neck. Your hands only need to move as far across as is comfortable for you, and if it's too much, hands can stay on your thighs. Bring it back to center. Inhale, pull back through the hands, open into your chest. And exhale, hands move across to the right. Your right ear drops towards your right shoulder. And again, if it's too much, hands on thighs. Try and hug the right elbow back. Those elbows like to stick out sometimes. Breathe into that gentle stretch. And inhale, bring it back, pull back through the hands, or open into your chest one last time. And then exhale, start to do some spinal mobilizations. Breathing slowly, breathing deeply. Circle one way, circle the other way. And thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed your energizing flow.